Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 7th to the 13th of July. How's it going for you? How's life treating you? How's the weather around you? I tell you what, the weather has been mad. We've got a lovely sunny day today, but yesterday you would have thought you were back in February. I'm in the northern hemisphere, so February is very cold. And I'm in the south of France. And I came from the UK to the south of France and I thought, oh, it's going to be lovely, nice, sunny, you know, down near, you know, not far from sort of like the Mediterranean. And, you know, it's been awful. I think it's been better in the UK than it's been down in the south of France. But today is an amazing day, but there's been a lot of humidity. Energy's been going up and down, up and down, up and down. And I saw that in your weekly readings over on, daily readings over on TikTok, actually, Pisces. And it seems like you're taking control of the situation. It's like the whirlwind around you. It's almost as if it's like kind of going, okay, and now I just engage in that whirlwind and I can really channel that energy in a positive way in your life. It seems like there's an attitude that's sort of kind of going, yes, I'm going to take control of the situation. Let's just see what's going over on the overall energies here. Yeah, you're definitely raising a wave that is breaking in your favor here, and I think the overall energy is now sort of like lifting you into advancements. You get these 7 of Pentacles, cultivation, nurturing your future, and this is where the overall energy is doing that, because you have positioned yourself, or you should be positioning yourself in regards to life that is around you, and this is giving you that potential kinetic energy within that wave in your life. Let's just see what's going on your relationship side. The universe is bringing something in, and it seems to be bringing in for the lesson that needs to be learnt here. I don't know if we went through that. Overall energies from the overall energies, karmic message from the relationship side, financial side, influence from the universe, influence from past self, influence from future self, and the lesson that comes out of it. I don't know if I said that, so I'm just sort of tell you. And it's, as I say, the universe here is sort of like pointing to this lesson, this nugget of gold to take out of the relationship side at the moment. And your future and your past self is pointing towards the 7 of Pentacles. So it's obviously something that you've been nurturing over some time within you that's giving you this potential change that you can have within you of how you interact and conduct yourself in the world. And this is also playing into this. So it's what, you know, obviously if I plant my tomato plants, if I don't water them, I'm not going to get good tomatoes. So it's your future is dependent upon how you nurture your interaction with the general energy. And the outcome of this week here, in the relationship side here, is you can have it all. You can have it all. Okay? Judgment card. This is it. On your karmic path here, it's really, it's definitely, there's an understanding within you. And I think this is how, what I'm saying is like, you might have had a bit of chaoticness within your life. And it's like you're taking grasp of the situation and steadying your ship in a way by giving it a direction to take. And this is that following that righteous path that you know is inside you. You know what's good for you. You know what's when it's good for you, it will be good for everybody else around you. That's the way everything works in the universe. Nothing works on the way that as long as everybody else is okay, I'm going to be okay. If you just take people into account, that's 7 billion people that you've got to make sure is okay before you're okay. It's impossible to do. Okay? So forget about the trees and the plants and the animals and everything else and the planets. You know, forget about trying to save all of that. If you can't get yourself in order, then, you know, it ain't going to happen. So this is it, going off on a mission. The universe is bringing it in. It's all to do with this outcome here, how you engage in it. You know, how you engage in that lesson for learning of this week, basically. Yeah, it's living it. It's totally living it, and it's bringing in that passion into your life at the moment. And you get the Justice card with Judgment. This is from your past. The Justice card is from your past. Yeah, I think you've got reason here. It's playing into here of how you nurture it, and I think you've got reason to nurture your future. more than anything else. And I think you're starting to feel it and you're starting to know it. It's on your karmic path, and the universe is kind of going, okay, Pisces, you're on that pathway. You want happiness. You want to be in a good place in regards to your relationships. You want to take control of the situation. We've got your back. You know, that sort of thing. And the Ten of Pentacles, as I said, was pointing as well into this. What you nurture, if I don't water my tomato plants, I ain't gonna get the good stuff. And you have the potential of enormous abundance of joy within your life. Okay? And you get the Eight of Pentacles. Blimey, there's a lot of pentacles, isn't there? You know, yeah, it's a lot of pentacles. Only one sword out. The rest are, you know, major arcana. But getting down and doing it, just do it, live it, be it. You know, it's the lesson. That's the mission. You know, the universe is pointing to that card there, going off, concentrating on the smaller details. And once you concentrate on the smaller details of where you have a interaction with your relationships and your emotions and the people that are around you, once you realize the interaction that you can have in a very positive way, that's when you can start nurturing your future, because that's where you can start playing on it in order to bring the good stuff into your life. And it's relationships is not just haphazard happiness. There is work that goes into it, but that work is about us. We do it on ourselves, and this is what I think. I think it's a golden key opportunity for your future happiness here, that you are taking control of your destiny. Okay, let's have a look what's going on your financial side. Karmic path is tied into something, a long-term plan, something you've been working on for a long term, or something that was tied into your happiness of your past. It could be a new job, like you've been working in accounts or in public relations for a company, and all of a sudden you want to open up a cafe. And you've always wanted to open up a cafe when you were younger, because you love chatting to people and exploring people and getting involved in people and stuff like that. It's really interesting. And I think this is coming to the fore, but it's tied into and it seems like you've got to do it. Let's just see what's the universe here is. It's like a tree that bends in the wind. It doesn't bend like that. Right? It bends in its totality, right? And there is a slight curve on it, but if it bends like that, it's going to snap. And I think this is where the universe is helping you to get a bit of resistance against the world around you, and helping to bring stuff into your life, but giving a certain resistance to it, so you only get the good stuff coming through, so you can actually achieve what you want to have been doing in the past, according to your happiness. And your past self here, that's it. The past is the past here, and I think it's because you're moving into something new that actually there's not a lot left to be learned from the past. There's more to be learned about the engagement in your future. And yeah, your future is a lot more very solid, very straight, very clear, defined, but it's like a sword with multiple tips to it. And you're getting this ability to sort of, you open that cafe, that coffee shop, not only do you make money, you're good, it helps you because you used to do public relations or used to do accountancy. So whichever you've been doing before, there's loads of things that are actually working in a very productive way and very poignant, really pointing and getting things under control and getting things done. And the lesson throughout this week is very similar to that. It's very short, sharp, sort of life is for living, so live it sort of thing. It's like, will you get this opportunity again? If you don't take it now, will you get this opportunity again? And I think there is a bit of questioning going on, and I don't necessarily think that you have to make this decision this week. I'm not sure about that. I think it's connecting something to a past, and it's bringing things to the surface to help you nurture a better future for you. Yeah, there's something in the past. I think the past, you may be disappointed that you didn't seize on this opportunity before, and it seems like it's coming back round again because you've got the Two of Cups next to it there. And it's I always wanted to open up a cafe, but I didn't open it up. And I talk about the trees and bending in the wind. The wind has suddenly really picked up for you, Pisces. With the Wheel of Fortune, the universe is bringing in that. It's bending. That's what it's bending with the trees. It's what it's doing is also with that bending, it's giving a lot of potential energy, because once it kicks back into place, you know, there's a lot of force of when it kicks back into place, and it makes the tree work. It makes the fibers a lot stronger because it pulls in together, and it's making you a lot stronger if you seize the opportunity. Carpus Dies, I think it is, or diem, or whatever it is. I'm sure you know. Seize the day, you know, sort of thing. You get the moon. Yeah, I think you've discovered a lot about yourself, which is bringing you into that whole sort of decision about where do I go from here. I'd like to do this. It's an opportunity I missed in the past, and I'd like to do it in the future. It's bringing things up to a judgment, to a finalization, to a realization of this is what I should be doing in my life. And in your future, you get the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Cups here on your karmic path. As I say, it's going. The energy is going that, so it's not going into this. This is not what it's trying to create, but it is sort of saying to you, if you invest in your future, yes. So like I've got. Say if I got like $10,000 on me, or £10,000, yeah, right, and I want to do something, so I have to invest sort of $8,000. All of a sudden, I've only got $2,000 left, £2,000 left. I've lost money. But it's actually a blessing in disguise, because I'm actually creating something in the future. I'm nurturing my future. And if you take the 5 away from the 7, you get 2 of Pentacles. And that's what that 2 of Cups is all about. Knowing what works for you on multitudes of ways. And it's sort of saying, you've got to use every aspect of it all. And the thing is, if you're going to go after it, don't expect, you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. And I think this is why you need to take control on the relationship side of it all. If you're going to do it, live it. Yes, yes, yes. 6 of Cups. There's something tied into the past. You're going from that disappointment into a new offering for you. I think you've got to seize on this opportunity. I'm not sure it will come round again for you. And I think it's already been round once. And it's, you turn it down the second time. I think the universe will kind of go, oh, okay, well, So I wouldn't turn down this opportunity here to evolve in your projects, your business, or your financial side. With the 7 of Pentacles, blimey, you get the 3 of Swords. I didn't see that coming. Nurturing your future, well, it's going to avoid that, basically. That's what I think it's going to do. There's nothing else that really, apart from the 5 of Pentacles there, it may cause you a bit of stress and strain, because in the past you missed that opportunity and you don't know whether to seize upon it. I think you should seize upon it, and I think if you do, that's when you can say goodbye to the stress and strains with having to deal with the outside world. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I don't understand the outside world. I'm not the only one, I know that. And it's, before I used to be hurt by it. And then I kind of realised that actually the outside world is pretty mad, human world. It's pretty mad. So if I was to understand the outside world, would mean that I am mad. So I'm quite happy to look at the outside world now and kind of go, the outside world's pretty bonkers. And I'm not allowing it to affect me anymore. On your judgment, your realization, this is where your passions come into play. This is how you got to approach it with a childlike view of things, childlike play in a way, with your life, with the pathway that you want to take control of. you have taken control, as I say, and working with the little things. Kids can be really seriously concentrated if they want to, and they can be incredibly distracted if they want to. And I think here is now a time of getting a bit of concentration going on. A mission of love. That's what you're going on. And it's pointing to that Eight of Pentacles. It's pointing to you putting in the work. On the little details is just going to open up a mission of love. And it's going to be incredibly stimulating for you. Yeah. It could even, justice, it could be tied into a marriage or something like that, or a couple, a long term. It's like a reinvigoration in your couple. Or finding new love. You know, that is, could lead to marriage, or you could be married already. But whatever it is, it's going into a whole new episode in regards to your relationship side. With the Ten of Pentacles, and this is what the future outcome is comes of it all, well, through this abundance will allow all your wisdom and your judgment come to the surface in regards to how you engage in the future in your relationships, and what to nurture and what not to nurture. That's basically what it's saying here on the overall energies. And the overall outcome, you know, the future self of where you want to be, really the direction in which you want to be going, is that a real sort of wisdom combined with a lot of abundance in your life. Yeah, and turning negative into positive. Look at that. That's what you're cultivating this week. And that's what the outcome is. You're concentrating on the small pieces to get to the big piece, to get there, you know, the big picture here. And I think the big picture is about that. And you being passionate about getting involved and enjoying and engaging with everybody that is around you in a really, really good way. Yeah. As I said, I think this is an opportunity that's coming around for you. And, you know, that fish that is down around her is to do with a lot of money, and it's circling you. This opportunity is circling, it has been circling you, and it's come back around. And last time, that's that whole negative into positive as well. You know, last time it may have been, you know, a bit disappointing that you didn't take that opportunity, but now is the time too. And this is where you can, your enjoyment will really break the seal of that Five of Pentacles. With the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Devil card. It's like you've said, oh, okay, I want to start up this cafe. I really like to do that. And the business that you're working for has got wind that you're thinking of starting up a cafe. That means you're going to leave them. And they don't want you to leave. They want you to stay in your box. And I think this is it as well. At the same time, you get a little bit of as the Wheel of Fortune plays in your favor, the bending or the wind that's coming in from the outside world is sort of like is other people not wanting you to progress forward because it's within their interest and not yours. And that's where the Five of Pentacles comes all into play. That's why I think you need to take it. Yeah, I think the past is the past. I think, as I said before, I think you've understood a lot. You've gone through a lot of the past. You've done a lot of things. There's nothing really to take out of that. The only way to take things out of the past is to live your future. And this is where the Nine of Wands comes into play. You've got to take that staff and go off on a mission. Be very curious about your future. Explore and nurture the good stuff that is coming, that can come into your life. But there is this opportunity here that, you know, you don't want to miss it again. Your future. Did you get the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, you did get the Four of Wands. Sorry, not Pentacles, Wands. You're going to get the Four of Wands over there. I think this is where your relationship side is influencing your financial side as well. Sort of saying, I'm in this new relationship, or I've got this new love that's coming to the fore, and I'm working on my happiness. You know, my financial or my workspace has got to reflect that. And it's giving you a plan to get out of that Five of Pentacles and that Five of Cups, and turning negative into positive with that Six of Cups. Playing smart. Yeah, you have to, you got to be smart about this. You've got to see, and I think this is why your future self had more than one prong on it. It's because it's sort of saying to you, Success is nothing if you're going to only end up there on your own, with loads of money in a nice big house all on your own. Is that really success? That's why it's a more multi-pronged attack. What you're doing is you're taking multitude of your assets or your capabilities, putting it into a plan to convert the negative into positive, and understanding that the positive doesn't necessarily mean the check at the end of the week. That is an important part, unmistakable, right? And obviously, I'm not saying, oh, who cares for the money? That's not a case for that. It's more of a case of kind of going, actually, what am I going to enjoy more doing in the way of a business or a job or a project? And that's where you can play really smart. Great reading, Pisces. Great reading. Long one, but great reading. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate all your support that you give through the YouTube system. Lovely to see. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.